Greetings and thank you for joining us for the 30th episode of the Young Justice Review on DC Animation with Spencer and Friends. This is an LMG Podcast Production. Today, I'm joined by a dear friend.
I am Cassidy. I am dear friend.
Yes, Cassidy, you are here with us, and thank you for being here.
Glad to be here again.
Especially thank you for being here because this is episode 30 of DC Animation with Spencer and Friends, but this is episode 100 of DC Animation with Spencer and Friends.
How thrilling. Look at
Yes.
you go.
It's a momentous day.
It is. What a milestone.
Yeah. Because I'm told that a lot of podcasts don't make it this far, and this is a side podcast.
I was gonna say this is a podcast on a podcast, so really
Yeah.
crushing it.
It's a podcast on a podcast network. So,
Boom, boom.
I am very happy that you have been here with me through a lot of it.
I feel like it is my own little celebration as well. I have not done 100 of these as you have, but
Yep. But you were
feel a
definitely
part of it.
on some films,
Oh yes,
and you've been here 30 times.
that's a big number too in my book.
It's a lot. Yep. And I appreciate you for joining us on this journey through DC Animation.
Of course.
Today, we will be reviewing Season 3, Episodes 13 and 14. So, if this is your first episode listening to DC Animation with Spencer and Friends, thank you so much for being here.
Oh yeah.
However, to jump in on 100 is not necessarily crazy, it's just a choice. Especially since we're doing a series. When we were doing movies, you could kind of jump in whenever you want, because it's a
Right
new
now
movie
though?
every time. But yeah, like 71 through right now,
Crazy work.
what a choice. But it's 2026, we do what we want.
You really do.
So,
We
thank you.
welcome you either way.
Yes, I thank you for being here regardless. I'm glad to have you.
Oh, yes.
So, episode 13, True Heroes. We open on Halloween, and the children, except Victor, are looking forward to a Halloween party. Nightwing shows up to tell them that they are heading to Bialia because they have a lead on Tara. Nightwing explains the situation with the good goggles to the squad, and Violet is experiencing a lot of emotions. The squad arrives, and they find Tara is a part of an underground meta fight club with rich spectators and formidable security. Violet is unable to cleanse Victor because human emotions are a lot, and the squad sneaks into the building. Holocaust defeats Tara, and the squad makes a purchase for Tara, reuniting her with Brione. Violet uses the power of friendship to cleanse Victor, and the squad goes back in to rescue the rest of the meta-teens in the Fight Club. A fight ensues with Onslaught, and the squad is able to get the teens out and escape. The next morning, Tara sends a text to Slade. Slade?
The gaspiest gasp.
Yes, indeed. Um, so that's
Yes,
the episode.
tis.
And so it's Halloween.
Yes.
It's already Halloween.
Tenfold.
And and we see some face paint on Brione and uh Violet.
hmm
They're ready for Halloween party. And Forager's like, Forager will be Forager for Halloween. Click, click,
Genius.
click. And I was like, yeah, that costume, people are gonna be like, oh my God, how did you do that? How are you working for ARM? Like, he's gonna win the contest if there is one.
Very Heidi Klum of him.
Yeah, and especially because Brione and Violet just have on paint. Like, just Dia de los Muertos paint is
Yeah.
all they have.
Yeah.
And that's their costumes. They're in their regular clothes.
Right.
But yeah, I was like, so yeah, Forager will absolutely win the contest if
Crush
there
the
is one.
competition. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, they're getting ready for that, and then Nightwing shows up. Oh, Victor is not about it.
No.
Victor, but Victor was like, I'll go, and thank God I don't know anybody.
Right.
And yeah, I know being a freak is good or whatever, but like, ew, I don't,
Yeah.
I didn't sign up for this.
No.
So Nightwing pops up and he's like, "Hey, we're heading up. We're heading out. Saddle up." He's like, But the Halloween party. We found a lead on Tara, so we're
Gotta get
going."
moving.
And we're right now, Violet. I just need to tell you, shut up.
I just love you. So no, no,
Uh,
no.
uh,
No.
no speeches, Prince. We're going. I think it's hilarious that Dick was like, "Hey, Brione, shut the fuck up and get in the car."
He said you talk to her like this every 2 seconds. Taking this one away is not gonna do anything.
Yeah, shut the fuck up, get in the car.
Mm-hmm.
Because yeah, anytime we weren't talking about Tara, you were on my head about it.
Mm-hmm.
I have a lead on Tara. We are leaving. Shut up
No. Yeah.
and get in the car. So, yeah, hilarious to me that he was like, up, 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 up.
We're
Come on,
not gonna do that right now.
we're not
Yeah.
doing that. So, yeah, one of the things greater Bialia. I don't know how I haven't mentioned this. The show has not said these words, but like it's been very clear. Remember in earlier seasons how Karak was a thing and
Mm-hmm.
Queen Bee was trying to take Karak,
Mm-hmm.
and how now it's just Greater Bialia and the Karaki refugees need a place to go.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how I haven't mentioned that that is a thing that's happened, because we've talked about the Karaki refugees and Markovia and like we've talked about all that, but I have not explicitly been like, yeah, I guess Queen Bee finally got Karak.
And good for her. No, I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm kidding.
oh, I love it. That's
Where there's a
that's
will,
a
Queen
spicy
Bee finds a
meatball.
way.
It's a spicy meatball.
She finds a way.
Oh yeah, she does. I mean, she is Queen Bee,
She is Queen Bee.
and Queen Bee is Queen Bee,
Yep.
and I want to dislike her, but I can't.
So hard.
She's that's a bad lady.
Yep.
But yeah, I guess yeah, she successfully acquired Karak, and now it is just all Greater Bialia. And I mean, I guess good on the squad for referring to it by its name, I guess. But
Yeah.
yeah, Karak got absorbed,
Well,
and that's again that's been the thing since the beginning with the whole Karaki refugees. I guess I just didn't. They never said the words, so I didn't call. I don't know what happened. I don't know
hmm
how I never said, "Oh, Queen Bee did it." But whatever. Here we are. We made it.
Here we are.
It happened. So, um, he Nightwing explains the whole situation with the good goggles. It was tracking people for metagenes and then sending them somewhere and then, you know, trafficking. So we go back to the house, and Dr. Jace is like, "Yeah, I'll watch over the kids that are not going," because it was like, Violet, you need to stay here in case Victor starts to turn
Acted
purple
up.
again."
Yeah.
Which it is interesting. Normally, red is the evil color, but in Victor's case, red means he's fine.
Yeah.
That's an interesting visual choice, just because of what I think people are used to.
Right.
But I love it.
I vibe with it.
Yeah, like it's again, it's an interesting choice.
Because the purple's the bad. And
Yes.
I mean, in the DC world, purple being bad is not new.
Yes.
So,
Because typically with superheroes,
mm,
primary colors are used for good and secondary colors are used for evil, just generally
right.
speaking. Like
Right.
if you look at Superman, very primary colors.
Correct.
The suit that Lex makes for himself, green and purple. The Joker, green and purple. Green
Yeah.
Goblin is green. Like secondary colors are for villains and primary colors are for heroes, like Wonder Woman, primary colors.
Right.
Um, I think that's just the visual decision that was made back in like the 40s.
Right.
And so, yeah, purple, usually villainous,
Yes.
and red, usually not. That
Except
Flash,
when it comes to machines, so it does make sense
yeah.
that, yeah.
So I just talked myself into understanding that. So cool. I'm glad we talked about it.
Happy to.
Uh, so except for Green Arrow and Green Lantern, I guess, but the original Green Lantern wore red, like the first the Alan Scott Green Lantern. Yeah, like he
Was
was
he
kind of in
called a
red.
Green Lantern?
He was called a Green Lantern.
But he red.
Yes,
Okay.
he had some green on, but like,
Okay.
but yeah, the very OG Green Lantern. Yeah, he was not green the way that Hal and John and Kyle and Guy are.
Okay.
Anyway, sidebar. Uh,
Hmm.
we're back on track.
We're back.
So, the squad arrives and they see that Tara. Well, first the squad arrives and they see that Onslaught is there, and he's like, "Oh shit!" And I like that. He had the little insect flying drone, and then he's just like, "Oh shit, this is cool." And then, "Oh, my bad," and he just pulls it up in the bio ship. I was like, "Oh,
Hmm.
the tech has come a long way in the short time we've lived with these characters."
Yes.
But, um, yeah, Brienne, of course, starts to feel feelings, and Robin again, I'm sorry, Nightwing again has to say, "Hey, I need you.
To lock the
I need you to
door.
first of all lock the fuck in. Second of all, shut the fuck up. And also calm the fuck down." All that. Because Simon is here, and Simon will feel you feeling feelings.
You will. Uh,
And so I need you to reel it back. Do you trust me? And he's like, "Fine, I will follow your." And I'm like, "Good." And, he lays out the plan. I will say, I am very surprised that Nightwing sent Brion into that room.
yeah, if he was that worried about him, because he just, there's, that kid's always feeling stuff.
Always feeling feelings.
Yeah,
That is, I mean,
frozen
he's
as feels.
angsty teenage boy,
Oh, yeah.
but also was probably never taught any emotional regulation.
Regulatory.
And I mean, I think that's just who he is because Gregor seems to be more level-headed, generally speaking.
Yeah.
So, people are people.
Yes.
There are some people who have all of the emotional regulation tools and they're just hot-headed because that's just who they are, how they are, yada yada. So, yeah. Um, we see that they put on their disguises. So when you saw the rich people, were you familiar with what was happening? Or did any of that, like, did the masks they were wearing jump out at you in any way?
I thought I was just watching an episode of Squid Games, to be so real.
Okay. So those were Court of Owls masks.
Okay.
I feel like the Court of Owls was in Gotham. I'm not I feel like the Court of Owls showed up in Gotham. Or they were going to. I don't know if they wore those masks. But yeah, that was Court of Owls.
Okay.
And, it's a Illuminati. Gotham's Illuminati, essentially.
Okay. Makes sense.
Yeah. So, there's a movie I could recommend with the Court of Owls.
Happily.
But yeah. So that's how I knew they were a bunch of rich folk. And yeah, they were just, watching this fight club happen and super illegal.
As fight clubs tend to be,
Yeah. And
supposedly.
and I love that well, we'll talk about that in a minute. So Violet is experiencing a lot of emotions. She is
Yes.
very much like, oh my God, if anything happens to Brione, I don't know what I'll do. And Dr. Jace is kind of like, you are an emotional human now, and that comes with feelings. You are feeling those feelings very heavily right now, and some of those feelings might even, and then Victor was like, whoa, whoa, I am in the room,
Yep.
in case you were wondering. So pretend I'm not here, but also I am
I am
here.
actually here though.
Just remember, don't forget, I'm here.
hmm
And yeah. So she's about to, have the talk because mother boxes probably aren't used to that. Like that's not a thing that they would know
Yeah,
about.
but also I was like, I don't know why this is the time, but okay.
Well, because
I know she's going through it and feeling things, but I'm like,
and Dr.
as a
Jace also
teen,
wants to be a mom and all like she cares
she's
about these.
trying too hard.
I
Um,
yeah.
which aren't no.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, I see what you're trying to do for the girly. However, if I were a teenager upset about something and if someone tried to start talking to me about birds and bees, I'd be like, whoa. I'd get more
But
upset.
but also you have a concept of what that is and what would be happening. She
Mm,
might actually have not the slightest clue.
yeah.
Like she might
Well,
actually
and
be
she doesn't
blind
really
to
have a
that.
feeling of like embarrassment. And I think that's an issue with a lot of teens is that they're experiencing in preteens like embarrassment that the conversations are even getting brought
Yes.
up. So good point.
Shame is heavy.
Mm,
And she doesn't have a shame wizard at
mm,
all.
mm-mm.
She was like embarrassed is how I'm pretty sure that's what this is. Yeah. I believe I am embarrassed. So
Yeah.
she's still there's a lot she doesn't know and there's a lot she's learning in real time. And so, yeah, whenever she was experiencing these emotions, Dr. Jace was like, let me brush your hair. Maybe you'll feel better. And then Cyborg, the Father Box clocked it.
hmm
And so the Father Box was like, oh, the Father Box started rubbing his hands together, like, oh, now's the time.
She's not all ready right
Yeah,
now.
let's get it. So, yeah. So then we go eventually, like we just see him turn purple.
hmm
And then he starts attacking. And the father box is like, yeah, all those emotions. You don't know how to handle that.
Mm-mm.
Abomination. Which is hilarious.
Yeah, talk about pot calling the kettle black right there.
With the abomination comment,
Like that's wild.
I mean,
That was the worst insult you could throw out, and not in the sense that I was like, "Oh, that burned." Like, "Oh, that was stupid." Like,
but, and this isn't the first time he has referred to her as an abomination.
no, I know. I think this is the most that I've actually clocked it though, because I was just like half a
Bro.
dozen of one, six of another.
Yeah.
Truly.
Because, yeah, like, and that's why it's funny, is
Oh yeah.
because anytime anyone calls a person an like, that
Mm.
whole concept is like, um, what?
Yeah.
So, yeah, he called her an abomination, and like, I thought it was funny, honestly, because,
hmm
like you said, really, bro,
Do you know
you saying that?
you're the one that's saying this? Like,
Because yeah, I would have look at you, look at me, look at you, now look at me. Like,
let's
that's
really take a look here.
yeah, like I have symbiosis. You are half and half. Like that
hmm
there's so many things about him saying that to her that are just hilarious to me.
hmm
But she was like, "You know what? I have decided that I will become one with these emotions." And Victor needs my help.
mm
So with the power of friendship, I
She's
will.
so good at the power of friendship.
The power of friendship never fails. The power of
Mm-mm.
friendship gets it done every
Truly,
time.
truly.
She said, by the power of friendship, I will cleanse you permanently. Hence, now and forevermore, may you be cleansed by my divine hand.
Amen.
Yes, the mother box has spoken. So, yeah, Victor's good now.
Yeah.
It's great.
So good.
Um, Over at the Fight Club, Tara is fighting Holocaust.
That's a choice. So obviously I don't know the greater DC universe, but
Mhm.
wild name.
So
How long has this one existed?
what's funny about that, Holocaust is actually not a DC creation.
He's one of the ones that got bought.
So Milestone Comics wasn't actually an acquisition.
Oh,
Milestone Comics was a distribution deal. So we've kind of talked about Static Shock.
yeah.
You're familiar with Rocket from this show.
Mm,
Rocket and Zatanna be cooking. Icon, like those are all Milestone Comics characters. And
okay.
they have at this point been properly folded into DC's larger universe. But
Okay.
Holocaust is also one of the Milestone comics. So Holocaust and Static Shock would interact. Holocaust and Icon and Rocket would interact in their
Yeah.
comics. So he's a villain from Milestone Comics.
Okay.
So he has like that's been who like he's not one of those like race swap characters or anything like because I would have assumed if I didn't already know this, I would have assumed like, oh, you didn't always look like that
Yeah.
because I'm thinking DC 40s character called like I would have assumed that this was from the Wayback Machine.
Hmm.
Nope, he was made in 93.
I extra don't think I like the name Holocaust at that point then.
Yeah, because
Or
some of us
I'm
some
less
of us
like
were here in 93.
um less forgiving, I guess, or not. I
Yeah.
don't know. Like that's just a wild name to me.
Yeah, we
I
drew
get
breath in 93.
it's villainous. I understand. I get
It
it.
is,
But
but
there's
a
certain things that
choice.
I don't know that we need to name characters in comics,
Uh-huh.
especially like the vibe that this is kind of comic wise. I don't know.
And I haven't looked this up, but I am familiar with the Holocaust. I don't know if a Holocaust, like I don't know if Holocaust
No,
refers to
I
anything other than the Holocaust. Like
you bring
is
up a great point. However, it's been popularized as if it is a meaning of two things.
the name has been commandeered. Like
Yes.
similar to like 9/11. 9/11 could be a lot of things, but there is a the 9/11.
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, there is a the Holocaust. But I don't know if Holocaust is a word that was ever used before the Holocaust.
Again, that's why if this was an early creation of things, I'd be like, okay, I
I
mean, they're
see how
just
we got
letting
there,
the
but
character live on. But you're telling me this is a 32-year-old character,
that is what I'm telling you.
33-year-old character,
I am.
that someone consciously was like, yeah, Holocaust, that's the vibe.
It's the vibe. But he's a villain. And
I
he
hope.
he has he at one point has to go by a different name, but yeah, Holocaust is the name he wanted. And also, Holocaust wasn't voiced by Kari Payton.
Okay.
He was voiced by Cyborg's voice actor.
Okay.
Yep.
We got
Whoever's
two. We
if we
got
got a
two of
black
them
person in
out
the
there.
studio,
Whoever's there that day, just grab them.
and I'm sure that they were like, since Holocaust is a teen, let's have the teen. Let's do that. Because Kari Payton's a little too grown now.
Yeah.
It's just funny to me.
Ugh.
Another sidebar, but yes, I agree. Um, Again, if I hadn't already known about him, I was like, so that's what we're doing?
We're just calling someone the Holocaust.
And then his power was fire? Yep.
I hate all of it so much to be so new.
Uh-huh.
I don't like that.
Yeah. And I'm like, you gotta really be a villain to lock into
No,
that.
I will say, like, you obviously, I got the villains I vibe with. Shout out Queen Bee. Um, and then there's this, and I'm like, there's nothing that is gonna make me like you. I'm so sorry, except I'm not. Like, nope,
And yeah, we're
you were
not.
made to be unwanted.
Yep. So, um, he wins against Terra, who then they name her Terra. That's her super name, I guess.
Creative, let me tell you. Which,
Uh,
like, it works for her power. I'm not denying that, but wow, come on.
yeah, it all makes sense.
Yes.
And sometimes her name is Terra instead of Tara,
Mm,
like Tara. Sometimes it's Terra.
hmm
It's kind of like how Supergirl has been Kara, but now she's Kara.
Right.
And I think, yeah, I think that the reason she's Kara is because in Marvel, Carol Danvers is a character.
Mm.
So Kara Danvers, Carol.
I
Let's
can't do
not
that.
even. Yeah, let's not even. But there are situations where she is called Kara. She's called Kara up until the 2010s, pretty much.
I want to say she's Kara. I don't remember.
Probably though.
Probably.
Like again, I feel like she's Kara until the 2010s. Anyway, Tara
Tara.
is in a fight, and then whenever uh she gets hit, Brione starts to feel feelings, and Simon almost locks
Clock.
in on him,
Yep.
and Black Lightning got to knock him out.
That was so, he was like, what is that? You heard a whisper of an emotion.
Yeah, like oh, what's that?
That's
And yeah,
someone not enjoying themselves.
Black Lightning had to zap
Zip,
him,
zip.
and devastation,
My God,
my baby.
baby.
I love them.
I love devastation.
It's weird,
It's
but
a
like
complicated thing because I love her. I
mhm,
love them. Don't care for him. So
he's awful.
anytime anything happens to him, I'm like, good. But then she gets upset and I'm like, oh no,
Yeah,
devastation.
I want you to be okay.
I need you to be okay. I'm
Yeah,
devastated for her.
I do. I fucks with Devastation.
Ugh, she's
Great name, great character, great voice act, like all of it.
hits all the marks.
Yeah, Devastation is, and she's such a minor character, but I'm like, every time I see her, I'm like, I'm
But
glad you're
she's
here.
such a good one.
I'm so glad you're here every
Such
time.
a good one.
So yeah, she's like, hey, high alert, everybody. We see that what's funny, Connor and Icicle Jr. are kind of happy to see each other.
They were vibing. And I
They
don't know a
were.
better way to say it. They were vibing.
Yeah, because I mean, they built a friendship, like an
Yep.
honest, genuine friendship,
Yep.
and that's why Connor was like, "Icicle, good to see you,"
Yep.
and he was like, "You took my girl from me." He's like, oh, "Okay,
By the way, we're engaged. So happy for you. No, really.
congrats, bro."
Uh, I was vibing with them. They were having a good time.
They were having a good time, but um, they after the Fight Club, they're like, "Oh, I'm sorry, we didn't talk about Bliss,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
host."
Bliss.
Uh, Whoever's doing Bliss's makeup,
All right.
they're on top of it.
They really are. It's a time.
Yep. There is a wrestler named Danhausen.
Mm-hmm.
That is who Bliss made me think of with his like combination of makeup and just general showmanship.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he was the host and I was like, yeah, he's probably a vibe.
He's just he's the life of the party. I can tell.
Yeah, like he's a good person to host this.
Yes.
So yeah, they he says the bidding for her starts at 500K and they just buy her.
Yeah.
I mean, it was peaceful. I
It
get like,
it worked.
yeah. So yeah, they purchase her, and then he unmasks himself, and it's like, yes, Brion. And then they, you know, everybody's safe. They get on the bioship, which Forager and bioship, their relationship, like whenever Forager was like, "Can I drive?" and bioship decided that Forager was
Bioship
driving,
was like, hell yeah, you can.
yeah, bioship was like, "Forager's driving,"
Yeah,
and yeah, like their relationship is
they're cute.
fun. I like that they have that.
They're cute.
So, um, the squad is like, they're suited up, and Brion's like, "What are we doing? Like, we're
Why
going to
isn't
get
this done? We got what we needed.
we're going to get everybody else. Like,
Duh.
there's a bunch of kidnapped slaves down there. We're going to free them. So you stay here in case we need cover fire or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't gonna take care of that."
Mm-hmm.
So of course a fight ensues. And one of the things Black Lightning was like, Devastation was like, "I'm ready for whatever you got," and he
Mm-hmm.
was like, "Oh, thank God," because he's been playing it safe ever
Right.
since he killed that girl.
Right.
But he's had a lot of pent up whatever.
And you know what? Devastation can take whatever.
She can. Because the only other time that he, was able to let loose was on Livewire.
Right.
Like, "You've never had Black Lightning before." All right. But yeah, whenever Devastation was like, "I'm ready for whatever you got," he was like, "Oh, yes."
Great.
He
I
cracked
have
his
something for
knuckles.
you then.
Yeah, cracked his knuckles and was like, "I'm so glad. Here you go." And he lit her ass up.
Yep. But she was
And
fine.
yeah, and that's like, he knew she would be fine.
Hmm.
Because she said to him, "I'll be fine."
And I
And it's like,
trust her.
that's
We
on
trust
you.
her.
Yeah. If you die, that's on you.
Yeah.
But yeah, he hit her with the juice, and yeah, she's done. So they are able to escape after. Oh, uh, the Terror Twins.
Ugh.
They are,
Okay. So kind of in the sense of like how Will looks like he's aged 20 more years than everybody else, but he's aged well 20 more years somehow than everybody else. The Terror Twins have aged 20 more years, but not well.
yeah. Is it bad to say that they look methy? Like, you know how meth will just kind of take life from you? And
Uh,
they don't look methy in like their bodies because
no, it's just
they obviously are getting their protein.
the
But
facial.
yeah, like I feel like meth is taking time off of them.
Yeah.
And that may be terrible to say, but you're right. They are not aging gracefully
No,
at
very
all.
well.
Because like Devastation looks exactly the same. Simon looks exactly the same.
Yep.
Shimmer, the same. Icicle Jr. got a little beard now. They are noticeably aging.
Yeah, like they look rough.
Yeah. Because
Rough.
we saw them whenever Tigress and Calder had them.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, like we're seeing them now. It's like, yeesh.
Yeah.
They are aging like milk. And
Yep.
sometimes some people, that's the
I
hand they were
know,
dealt.
but oof.
Yes. So E.
Mm.
Um, anyway, another just sidebar and hilarious because they're ridiculous. I'm never happy to see them.
Oh,
Uh, but they're defeated
yes.
and everybody goes home. It's like, we're good. We
Done.
won. All of the, stolen teens are like, "Thank you," in their own languages. And yeah, the next morning, everybody's just asleep. And Tara sends a little text
Oh, texty poop.
that she's in. And on the other side of that text is Deathstroke.
Double agent.
Double agent indeed. Now, if you that was news to you, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And I assumed it would be. Um, Anybody who has watched Teen Titans, anybody who is familiar with the Judas contract storyline, knew that this was going to happen. Like, Tara's whole thing is working for Slade.
Ah.
And when you don't know that, it like when I didn't know that in, 2004, I gasped. I was like, "Oh my God." Like I was shooketh when I found out that she was working for Slade. And then again, there's a movie, The Judas Contract, and in that, I knew it was going to happen. And that's the thing, when you know it's going to happen, it doesn't hit as hard. But when it hits you by surprise, like they did me in the Teen Titans show,
Yeah.
I gasped. So, yeah. A double
Yeah.
agent can be fun.
It's a good time.
That's what Calder was doing.
Yeah.
Calder was double agent, the best double agent I've seen.
The best that's done it ever.
Really like he
He had
got
me stressed.
a lot got done. Like he toppled their operation.
Yep.
So yeah, like that's double agent right there.
Right there.
But this was the halfway point of this season. So what did you think of this episode?
This was a good time. Liked having some callbacks to some of the lesser villains, I guess, to that were in this one. Really enjoyed, like we discussed, that Icicle Jr. Connor interaction. That was some of the most fun I've seen with Connor. Like being able to see, I was like, wow, you can joke around really well now, and that's really good. So, I definitely have a disconnect with Connor of still thinking he's not emotionally mature for his outwardly age. Um,
Well, and I think that the show has tried its best to make sure that you know that he's mature through Brienne.
yeah. Um, and I don't, I see that effort, but I still have that disconnect a little bit. So I need these examples like full on. And so just that whole interaction was good and fun for me. And I enjoyed that.
Because yeah, season one Connor is not who we're dealing with anymore.
Oh, no, no, no. So that was a good time. I was just sad for Victor most of it, per usual.
Yeah.
Hard not to be, but it was good. Yeah,
Okay.
devastation. My
Devastation.
girly.
Yes, we love Devastation.
Yeah.
And that takes us to episode 14, Influence. We open on Thanagar, where the League and the Thanagarians are investigating an attack by presumably parademons. Back on Earth, the children are offered spots on the squad, and Calder announces to the world that the good goggles are a part of the meta trafficking operation. Lex immediately undermines the League message on or at the UN General Assembly. Then G. Gordon gets on the TV talking his shit, and he brings Granny Goodness on the show for a chat. She throws Jakar Marlowe under the bus as a scapegoat, and Garfield stops a would-be purse thief. He then tells Granny to drop the act because he knows that she's the real villain. The Justice League comes across an evil watchtower in space, and the children, as well as Superboy, Tigress, and Beast Boy, officially rejoin the squad. The League and Lex continue their public squabble about oversight, and Granny punishes Big Barda for leading the League to their watchtower called the Orphanage. Dr. Jace offers to take Victor, but she's going to need a laboratory, and Tara records that conversation and sends it to The League is able to board the Apocalypse Watchtower, and they find everything and everyone that's been stolen. They are then attacked by the Furies. Granny turns on and tests the suffering machine, and Superman is able to get himself and Big Barda out and shoot some lasers at Granny, and that gets the machine turned off. Granny then sends Superman, Wonder Woman, and Hawkwoman into space as she escapes. And that's the episode.
There it is.
So, we open on Thanagar. Thanagar is where the Hawk people are from. I'm sure that you gathered that,
Ah,
but
it's because there was another Hawk person
yes, there was
that
there
I
was a
did not know.
Yeah, the bald guy who was very clearly in charge.
Yes.
Um, yeah, they in the league were investigating, and the Green Lantern that's with him, it's Guy.
Guy.
Yeah, another person who has not aged well is Hal. Like Hal got old very quickly. Um,
Yeah.
and we only saw a snippet of Hal, but
Yeah.
yeah, Hal got old.
Yeah.
But
He did.
anyway, um, yeah, so they're investigating some nth metal being stolen, and he's like, "Well, I mean, nth metal is super abundant here," and it's like, "Yeah, but only here.
Hmm.
It is very rare elsewhere." Now they have a bunch. They have what? And it was like, but there's no boom tube activity that happened here. It's like, yeah, there's an ion trail. We'll follow that. So we've got a lead. And your experience with Guy is the newest Superman movie, right?
Yes, that's the only I have experienced all but one lantern, I'm pretty sure. No, I've experienced all of the three that I'm mostly familiar with. But
Guy,
yeah,
John, and uh
Hal.
Hal. Okay,
Yes.
because
The
they're
guy I didn't know until Superman
okay.
2025.
Because yeah, I'll say generally speaking, there are five human lanterns
I
that
know Trace.
okay, and cool. Uh, there's another one named Kyle. There's another one named Jessica. Um, depending,
Jessica.
there is a Jessica.
A lady lantern?
Yes, Jessica Cruz.
Ooh, I
So yeah,
don't
she
know who Jessica is.
yeah, and that's okay.
It is. But yeah, I know Guy. That's why when this episode started, I was like, oh, a new lantern. And then he started talking, and I was like, I freaking bet this is Guy because despite me only having one experience with him, he is Guy.
He is Guy.
The
Guy
end.
makes himself very apparent very quickly.
Oh my gosh, he does. I was just like,
Yeah.
ugh, this has gotta
Yeah. Honestly, it
be Guy.
makes you say this fucking guy.
Yeah,
Yes,
a
that
hundred
is
percent.
that is the reaction
That's
that Guy
cool.
Garner gets.
Yep.
So, yeah. Um, but yeah, they're investigating. They're wondering why there's no boom tube activity, but again, they find an ion trail and they're good there. So then we're back on Earth, and Nightwing, Tigress, and Superboy have the conversation with all of the children. They're like, "Hey, Victor, you do what you want to do.
Hmm.
I can't really help you, but the rest of yous, we would like to offer you spots on the squad. You have all shown that you are worthy. You have risked your own lives. You have saved people. You have done the work. We trust you, and we think you should be on the squad." And then Artemis is like, "But I was on the squad, and then I wasn't."
And then she starts spiraling.
Yeah.
Made me sad.
Start talking about Wally.
Yeah.
And Dick has to be like, "Yeah, I put my best friend in the field again. And it's the reason we're all here.
Yep.
We saved the Earth, or he saved the Earth. He absolutely did.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if you don't want to be on the squad, we get it.
Oh yeah.
Like,
We
you
we've
don't have
seen what
to,
happens, and it's
yeah,
okay if you don't want to be a part of that.
if you don't want to be a part of that, perfectly understandable. And you don't have to make the decision today. You can change your mind, like, whatever feels right. That is what we can do.
Yeah.
And then we see Calder on the television.
Yeah, we do. Ugh.
And Calder, as soon as I heard him, I was like, I heard Corey Payton. I was like, is that Calder? Is that Calder?
I
Yeah, it's
miss him
Calder.
so much.
Yes, I would love to be spending more time with him.
I hate it here without him. I
Yes,
don't hate it here, but you know what I mean.
yes, and that's the thing. Like, I am glad that we are getting Nightwing, Connor, Artemis.
I
That's
vibe with
fine.
it. That's
But
great.
I would love more time with Calder. Like, Black Lightning is cool, but like, I would love more time with Calder.
Oh yeah.
Let him be my Black Lightning user. Uh, he can mentor Virgil. Yeah, all that. Anyway, um, he gets on there and says, this is what we found out about the good goggles. The good goggles were a part of the meta trafficking operation, and we have shut it down." And then Lex, 40 minutes later, Lex is like, if they had gone through the proper channels, then we would have actually handled it. But we're not they didn't do that.
Not.
So also, just a they did a callback to Today's the Day in this episode.
Mm.
I enjoyed that. But um so yeah, Lex immediately is like, yeah, they're on some bullshit. So just know that. Um and then so we were on the TV, and then Lex is watching that, and then he's live. And then G Gordon is watching Lex, and he's live. So it's a TV and a TV and a TV.
Love it.
And G Gordon, of course, talking his shit
Naturally.
as he does.
It's professional.
And then he says, and frenemy to the show, we have Granny
Good
here.
old grin.
And she's like, it's so unfortunate that my colleague and creative designer, Jakar Marlowe, betrayed my trust. Do you remember who Jakar Marlowe is?
I cannot say confidently.
Do you remember a man being crushed by a rock?
Oh.
That's Jakar.
Ugh.
And that's why whenever G. Gordon was like, "Oh, you have the evidence?" Granny was like, "I do,
Yeah.
and I would bring him to justice. However, comma, he got murdered
He died.
by a big rock."
He's dead.
And G. Gordon, of course, is like, "Oh,
It's a limb.
I guess he got the justice after all from comma." Um, and again, G. Gordon, he's got that, "Oh," but it's not Tim.
It's not Tim. It's not the same, but I give props to
That's the thing. In
the
this
fellow.
episode, I kind of liked it. Like, I liked
He
him in this episode.
was riffing.
Yeah, like he did a good job in this one. I This was the first episode where I wasn't mad that it wasn't Tim.
Him. Yeah.
Every other time, I'm like, "You're not Tim, shut up." This episode, I was like, "Okay, I'm fucking with the new G. Gordon. Like, I'm used
He's
to him
got
now."
something going on.
Yeah. And
He's
maybe
got a
he just
thing
needed a
about.
little more time on the mic. But
It's what it feels like. Some warm up time.
yeah, but yeah, I wasn't mad about it.
Mm-mm.
So then Garfield is watching that. So it's a TV and a TV and a TV and a TV.
TV. Oof.
And he's walking out of a place as some passersby. There's a young lady who is about to get robbed. She's about to get
Hmm.
her purse stolen. He
Hmm.
turns into a gorilla, takes care of the guy, and then she's like, "Oh my God, you're Garfield Logan! Oh my God!" And selfie time.
Naturally.
And he gets summoned into Granny's office, and she's like, "You are a reflection of this company, and you're trending."
Yes.
And he was like, "Shut up. I know what you are." And she was like, "You have no idea what I am."
Vampire. No. Um,
Which she's not wrong. But buddy, you really don't know what she
you
is.
know some of it, but not enough to be
Yeah.
saying any of it.
You know that she is villainous.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
The end.
You don't know further and enough to be saying anything.
Yeah. But he thinks he does.
Yeah.
And so then the Justice League is just flying through space. Guy is singing songs and shit.
As you
And they come across what I was calling the evil watchtower. Superman was like, "Oh shit, that thing is at least twice the size of the watchtower.
Yeah.
Yeesh. And the little computer called it the orphanage. I was like, oh, what a name.
That's it. It could be worse. It could be a Holocaust.
Well, okay. And that's the thing. Once we got on there and saw that all of the trafficked people were on, it's like, that's why it's called the orphanage.
It
Because at first
checks.
I was like, why? That's an interesting name. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
there were people on it, it's like, ah,
Uh-huh.
all right. So, um, then we see that Miss Martian is like, I love getting a new member. But four?
Wow.
What a great day.
Hit the
And
check.
then uh Superboy and Tigress are like, and we will be rejoining as well. And Brion, of course, is like, oh, so you could keep an eye on us? Shut up. Because Miss Martian is
Right?
like, we need the
What does
help,
it have to do with
first of all.
anything? Back off.
Yeah,
Like,
we need the help. But also, my future wife is here.
yeah. Chill.
And yeah, like, why would I want to help and do good work and
Yep.
yada yada. So, yeah,
Mm-mm.
we're not a part of Batman Inc. So, you
Mm-mm.
know, but yeah, of course, Brion is always going to find a reason to be mad. And then Beast Boy comes in and he's like, I'm joining the squad too. And Miss Martian's like, oh, you always have a spot on the squad. And he's like, will you be able to with like all of your obligations? Like, she can't tell me what to do in my free time.
She
And
can.
I want to help deal with her in any way I can because I don't like her.
Mm-mm.
Also, something that happened in this episode, we learn that Violet doesn't feel comfortable being called a girl
Mm-hmm.
because Artemis was like, and we have like it's nice to have another alien on the team with Forager and two more girls. And she was like, wait a minute. I don't know about that.
Right.
I don't see myself that way.
Right.
What I will say,
Mm-hmm.
props to Brion
Immediately.
immediately down because, and I say that because he comes from a country that, may have feelings about that type of thing.
And even if they were progressive, theoretically, he comes from a family that says they're progressive, not necessarily a family that
Yeah,
is progressive.
because generally speaking, most places that still have a monarchy live in an old way.
Mm.
And they are a monarchy up and down,
Mm-hmm.
like crown prince
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, so like regents, all that. So the fact that he was like, "Oh, we're in a queer relationship," good.
Down.
Yeah,
That's still my Violet.
nothing changes. I was like,
Yep.
good. And of course, because this is media, I figured that's how that was going to go. But what I will say is that Violet is checking a lot of boxes.
Mm-hmm.
And it'd be like that sometimes. I have seen where a character that is a minority is then given as many boxes to be checked as possible. I have watched that happen.
Mm-hmm.
And so she gets another box. And thereby the show gets another box.
Selecting all that can apply.
Yes.
Truly.
Uh yeah. Which, you know, I'm not saying that there's an issue with that
No.
because I like that we have representation for as many people as we can.
Yes.
But I
It's
also
interesting it's all in one person.
I wouldn't mind spreading out the boxes.
Just to see. Varietize.
Yeah, I'm not saying that this is a problem because there are people with all kinds of boxes.
Yes.
But the reason I bring it up is because it feels like she has a bunch of boxes so that nobody else has to have boxes.
Mm.
And that is something that happens in media.
Mm-hmm.
And so, you know, whatever.
Whatever.
It's fine. I'm not saying that it's a problem, but I am saying that I have noticed that they will often consolidate boxes into one person if they can,
Yeah.
and they have.
Yeah.
So, anyway, um, because they were like, "You're a mother box," and she was like, "I know that's what y'all call it, but
It's a
I'm
bit
a,
more convoluted than that.
yeah, like I'm a living supercomputer. That's what I am.
Yeah.
Y'all calling me a mother box ain't got nothing to do with me.
No.
The fact that I am in the body of a young woman ain't got nothing to do with me.
No.
I am an old soul. That's what I am.
Yeah.
So I am an old soul in this body, but
Yeah.
an old soul is who I am. Violet is Violet.
Violet's Violet.
Yep.
Forager's Forager.
Forager is Forager. That
Boom.
is, and I feel like Forager is about to become a catchphrase in my life. Very
Yep.
much
That
like in the same like I said what I said, and
Forager's Forager.
Forager is Forager.
I feel like it's going to be pretty prominent
I
in
feel like
either
we're
of our
gonna have
lives
to lock
now.
that in, and we will get it. Others won't.
And you know what? That's fine.
The people who listen to this podcast will get it.
Get
Yeah, just
it.
another reason. But um, we see that the League makes their way to this giant watchtower thing. We also see that while this meeting is happening, they're like, because one of the things that's mentioned is like, even if you want to be on the squad, but you don't want to be client facing,
Mhm.
that's fine. Garth, not on the front lines anymore. He's a
Mm-mm.
diplomat. Um, Donna Troy, I'm pretty sure it's Donna Troy, or maybe it's Troy. I don't know. One of the Wonder Girls, diplomat.
Mhm.
So you have that option too. So we see that there's, still some conversation between Lex and the League. The League is basically saying like we oversight is not gonna work for us because we'll never get anything done.
Right.
And Lex goes to G Gordon. G Gordon talking that shit. Lena Luthor comes up. You're familiar with Lena Luthor at all? Is Lena in Smallville?
I think there's a version of Lena, not necessarily because that's his sister.
Yes.
Yeah. There she's an amalgamation of there's an amalgamation of three very Lex characters into one.
Got it.
So she's within that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I know, like, my experience with Lena is from the Supergirl show.
Mm.
Um, and I really like her in that show. But yeah, that's how I know who Lena is. Like that's how I know he had a sister and all that, because I don't know if I knew about Lena before Supergirl. But he said that she's running the company and he's putting it on for the cameras. I love this version of Lex. I know I've said that, but like
He's such a vibe.
I love this version of Lex. He's so
He's
good.
so Lex.
He's
And like
very Lex.
that's I know that's like duh, he's so Lex, but no,
He
he's
really
so
is
Lex.
though. Because yeah, he says to G Gordon, like, I'm tired of this public back and forth bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, this is the situation. They need oversight. They can still have their little autonomy,
Mm-hmm.
but they need, like, I put a satellite in space once we found out about the watchtower
Mm-hmm.
because we're not just gonna have them doing whatever.
Nope.
But yeah, I thought that their conversation was great, and we see that Granny is like, "What the fuck are they doing here?" And Big Barda was like, "I led them here so that I could fight them." And Granny pulls out a fucking cattle prod,
And just
goes to town on Barda, and
oh
then is
my
like,
God.
"I'm doing this for her
Because
own
I
good."
love her. And it'll heal her. It's actually so good for her.
I love her so much that I am punishing her
Mm.
for her wrongdoing. Because
Hmm.
Desaad comes over there like, ooh,
What are we
torture. It's like,
doing? Yeah.
no, no, that's not
This
what,
isn't
this is not torture.
torture.
This is
Correcting
correction.
behavior. Yeah.
Yeah, this is correction.
Oh.
I love Grey Delisle, but I don't think she should be Big Barda.
Hmm.
She's a lot of people in this show. She's Dr. Jace.
Okay.
But yeah, she's a bunch of people in the show. But we could have got somebody else in the studio. Devastation should have probably voiced Big Barda.
That's the vibe.
Yeah, because I did not Gray. That's not for you. I'm sorry.
Hmm.
Um, but anyway, she's getting punished, and then we see that Dr. Jace like they're having a sad off. I think.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, and she's like, I want to help. Like, y'all have done so much, and I feel useless. So let me take Victor. And this is when Artemis is, juggling everything in the house.
Yeah,
It just very much head of household behavior, like just
very much.
making sure everybody's where they need to be, and yeah, all that. And, Leon is over there making messes that weren't her. She
No.
she made that clear. She's like, wasn't me.
Nope.
She is Shaggy. And so yeah, she's like, "Oh, Will, you've built such a beautiful home with love. I want love. I'm sad.
That
Let me
must
take
be
Victor."
nice. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take Victor, but I need a lab and
Hmm.
I need a laboratory in order to take Victor. But I will take him.
Yep.
And of course, Tara, who's supposed to be walking the dog,
Yep.
is recording this conversation. That's a great mic, by the way.
It's a stellar mic.
Yeah,
I'm impressed myself.
yeah. And that's for Slade.
Yep.
And then we're back on the orphanage. The orphanage attacks the League, and they attack back, obviously.
Obviously.
They are able to get on the ship, and Big Barda was like, oh no, they're nth metal missiles. And Granny was like, no, I know what that was. They boarded the ship, and that's fine. That's okay. Summon the Furies. So, she's like, gladly, been waiting on that. So she summons the Furies, and the Furies attack Superman, Wonder Woman, and Hawkwoman. My thought was, Furies ain't gonna be able to hang with those three.
No.
You have Superman and two warriors that are
Literal.
both of them are fine killing people, have no qualms about killing people.
There.
So, because
That was
Wonder
my
Woman,
when if I may,
go
uh
ahead.
Superman at one point, like at the start of it, being like I'm not here to hurt you or kill you, and I'll or whatever he said to her, and then it pans over to Wonder Woman, and, and I was like, her on the other hand, don't go on that side of things. Like you want to be fighting Clark in that situation.
You do. Because Superman, yeah, he said to Big Barda, like, I don't want to hurt you. And
Yeah,
she was like, good, that'll make it easier to hurt you.
and I'm like,
And
that's
then,
not
yeah,
what it means.
Wonder Woman's over there.
Ready to take someone out.
Yeah. And then, yeah, you have Hawkwoman with a fucking mace. And, yeah, like, those two, they're
They'll
not who you
they
want it with.
they don't care if they hurt you.
They
In
really
fact,
don't.
great.
Yeah, please come here.
Yeah.
Like, Barda, they have your same energy.
Yep.
And so, yeah, you picked the right one with Superman.
Ah, yeah.
So, while they're fighting, Granny is like, "Hey, let's turn on the machine." And Desaad is like, "No, it's not done.
Mm.
Like it's not ready." And she's like, "Do you want to explain to Lord Darkseid what happened?" And he shuts the fuck up.
And I mean, that's a quick way to make it stop.
Yep. Yes, it is. And so she turns on what I was just calling the suffering machine
Mm-hmm.
because it literally just caused pain. Like,
No.
I don't know what else it did, but
Mm-mm.
she was just like, "Ooh, yes, the suffering."
Suffering.
And yeah, because they're like, "But the Furies are in there." I don't give a fuck.
She's like,
Turn it on.
and,
Yeah. I'm
oof.
mad at Bart as it is. She the
Yep.
reason we in this.
Yep.
Turn it on. So Superman is like, "Hey, let's get out of here." He pulls Big Barda out, and she's like, "Gasp, you saved me." And
Duh.
one thing that was like Superman's laser eyes, that animation was excellent to me.
Yeah.
Like the way that was like I had to rewind it. I was like, "Ooh, that that
Nice.
that was
Mm.
that's a scary Superman. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's Superman you don't want it with."
Mm-mm.
So Wonder Woman's trying to get hers out, but it's a suffering machine. Like it hurts in there.
Right.
And Superman is like, "Up there. They're in control. Let's go get them." So they fly up there and they get father boxed into space. And luckily, they get father boxed into space like right outside.
Yeah.
Because she could have sent him anywhere.
Anywhere. So
Like
she was feeling nice.
just Milky Way.
She was feeling real nice.
She was very generous of Granny to drop them off like right outside the door.
Yeah.
I would like to say Superman and breathing in space.
Yeah.
Do you have feelings, opinions, thoughts, or knowledge on that?
Um, so versions of him that I've seen, he's been fine.
Mm-hmm.
So I was a little confused on what was happening here. Um, can't talk for the other two.
Yeah.
But Clark,
Hawkwoman. Yeah. Hawkwoman dead. Wonder Woman, not great. Not in great
no.
shape. Superman. So it's inconsistent whether or not he requires oxygen.
Okay.
I, because I know him as not needing it. Like I know him as being able to just go to space. Like he can fly to the sun without a problem. Like
Right.
I don't often know him as needing air. And sometimes I have seen him need air, but you like I would prefer if he doesn't, because like why? No, he doesn't need to do that.
That, or I know he's like he can hold it for so long that like it's
Yeah,
not an issue
he can hold
as
his
long as he
breath,
has air in his lungs. Um,
but I feel like I've seen him talk in space, which is its own problem.
Again, yeah, but I was just like the first Superman I was ever introduced to, like the 1970s, like part of that whole plot is in space and he's doing stuff in space. And I'm like, he's fine up there.
He's fine. So yeah, like sometimes he can just hold his breath for a long time.
Hmm.
Sometimes he does not require air at all because the solar radiation gives him everything he needs.
Hmm.
Like that sustains him completely.
Right.
Um, so yeah, his kryptonite DNA doesn't need oxygen.
No.
But yeah, I guess sometimes because I've also seen him with a breathing thing, and every time I see him, I'm like, why do you have that?
Right.
Because you don't need it. But it depends on
Uh,
who's writing the story. Because
mhm.
oftentimes when you have Superman style characters, they are as strong as they need to be for the situation. Because if they were at their peak at all times, then nothing would matter. So,
So you just throw a little kryptonite in the mix. That's what you do. You don't otherwise let him be all he is. It's
yeah,
like
because that's where she could have dropped him off.
because that's my thought with him too personally is like yeah he can breathe his face but also I'm like let him be like I don't find things a little believable until he's got like kryptonite by him and then I'm like okay yeah now it makes sense that he's not
Yeah,
but whatever the
whatever.
story the episode had to happen.
Episode's gotta happen. I mean, and that's not even that has nothing to do with the episode happening.
No it doesn't.
Like that was just like we didn't have to do that.
No.
I think that was them trying to create peril. Because what if it were me,
I didn't feel peril. I just felt like, what are we doing?
that's what I'm saying. If it were me, I would have dropped them all off in the vacuum of space somewhere, and then Superman is like, "Oh shit, they can't breathe,"
Yeah.
and then he has to fly them back to where
There's any
they're
air.
good.
Yeah.
That's how I would have done it.
Yeah.
But anyway, nah, I didn't. Ain't got nothing to do with me.
I don't know. We're just here to watch.
We're just here to watch. So, and then we hear Granny's voice going back over what she said to G. Gordon, but the context is different. The words are the same, but the way it's hitting your ear,
Not the
not the
same.
same. And honestly, when she said it on G. Gordon, since we were pretty sure she was a villain, well, actually, we weren't, because anybody who didn't already know Granny didn't know that she's a disciple of Darkseid until
I
we
guess.
see her in the like until we see her on the orphanage.
Oh.
At least I'm pretty sure. I
See,
think
this is
that's
like we discussed previously on how it's important, like how certain things don't hit the same unless you, because I like the moment I was like, oh, it's this chick. I
yeah.
was like,
Well, it's like
oh,
you had some experience with Granny.
yeah,
Um, and I guess for anybody who hasn't, whenever she said, "You have no idea what I am,"
yeah.
and then to find out that she belongs to Darkseid. So, yeah, I guess if you don't already know who Granny is, then the context changes with those same words. With the whole, we have revamped the good goggles, we have updated the technology, we are releasing new ones to all of the people. All that. It sounds different now that you hear her as a disciple of Darkseid rather than a business owner.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, and then we
Dun, dun,
see
dun.
Garfield is got a bunch of tabs or windows open. He doesn't even have
Yes.
tabs. He just
No,
full
Windows.
windows.
I'm like, come on, organize the disorganization.
Yeah, like those should be in tabs, but
Yep.
because we had tabs in 2019.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so
Oh, yeah.
those should be tabs. But whatever, it's fine. So yeah, what did you think of this episode?
You gave me Calder, you gave me Lex, you gave me Clark. I had a good time.
Had a good time.
I had a great time.
And this episode, because as we said, the last episode was the halfway point.
Yeah.
So this episode kind of opens up second half of the season.
Right. It's here's some other stuff going on. Let's get the big hitters back in and all
Yeah,
that.
like I feel like that's why this episode was so dense because this was kind of like uh after Christmas break opening.
Yeah.
Like that's how it felt to me was like, all right, we had like a couple weeks off because we had the mid-season
Right.
and so yeah, we're jumping off again.
Moving.
So yeah, this episode felt very dense as far as like content
Right.
and because we now, for anybody who didn't already know, we have Tara back, but she's absolutely a double agent,
Absolutely.
which we found out in the last episode of Dragon Ball Z. We found out that Granny is like way up, like more evil villainous than we could have imagined. Like it's like, oh, is she a part of the light? Because
No,
she,
she's the worst.
yeah, because she did walk in on the light meeting
Yes.
and said, "Oh, the children will be dealt with." So we knew that she was, but she could have just been like billionaire behavior
Right.
rather than alien dictator behavior,
Right.
or alien conqueror behavior. But yeah, all hail Darkseid.
You know what? No.
That's where we live. That's what's
Yeah.
happening.
It's the world we're in right now.
Yeah. So unfortunately, they didn't stop the suffering machine, and they did not release any of the trafficked.
All the orphans are upon the orphanage yet.
All the orphans are still at the orphanage.
Yep.
So, yikes.
A little bit.
And that boom tube had to be massive
Oh yeah.
if
It's
the
so big. If
orphanage.
Is twice the
is
size of the Watchtower as is.
eh.
Yeah.
So yeah, good time.
Yep. We
Again,
got our little whelmed in there as well.
yes, Superman said stay
Stay
whelmed,
whelmed.
and she was like, "What?" It was like,
These
"Oh, well,
kids.
my bad. Been spending time with the children."
hmm
So yes, I love that that was also thrown in there because that's one of those callbacks that I like.
Love it.
But anything else on the episodes?
No.
Okay. Okay. In the next episode, we will be discussing season 3, episodes 15 and 16. So until then, salutations.